In this episode, you get a breakdown of the quote, "To please all is to serve none." 3 things you'll discover today. How being honest and raw will warm others' hearts and create a meaningful impact. Why trying to be liked is a game for losers. And what to do if you are insecure but strong enough to see it. Let's start with a quote. To please all is to serve none. Now, this is in the context of being liked, right? And what happens when you have an idea to serve has nothing to do with flattery. Serving is a real, present operation that happens so naturally when you aren't self-focused. And when you desire to be liked, that means that you're at the front serving yourself. And if you can get past your desire for approval and dig into the depths of what it is to be raw and honest and real, you will ruffle some feathers. But simultaneously, you're going to show the people who are also raw and honest that you can speak to them. And that's what this life is absolutely about. It's not trying to fit in. It's not looking to be everyone's acquaintance. But how else do you generate the deepest of friendship and connections? It's wearing your heart on your sleeve. So it's okay if not everyone likes you. Not everyone is meant to like you, as there are so many different humans at all kinds of different levels. And if you look at the story of Jesus, I'm not particularly Christian, but he was not liked, was he? There were a lot of people who just wanted him gone, couldn't understand him. Exactly. So this work is all about serving. And if you are despised by certain people, that doesn't mean you're not serving the right people. So, right? Let's not please everyone. Let's listen to our hearts. Now, how being honest and raw will warm others' hearts and your own, but also create meaningful impact. And this is what happens when sometimes people come up to me and they're like, "Man, you're so motivating," or "Every time I talk to you, like, it's great." And I know that they're not flattering me because I don't take it personally. Why would I take it personally? If all I'm doing is serving because I'm letting God flow through me, that has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with what I have to let go of to create that space for source to flow. And you can sense this. So when you're honest and raw, others may not consciously understand the level you're playing the game on. They don't need to. But those who are open will be able to feel vibrations. And a lot of people are so driven by motive and ambition that it almost obstructs them from feeling your purity. And you can't judge them for that because they're at a certain phase or season in their journey of being that they may not be capable of seeing. So you share compassion for those who don't like you. You let that go because if you hold on to it, then you're messing with your own mission, your own meaning of being you. So what I'm sharing here is for, of course, specific individuals. This isn't for people who are blind to the truth. This is for people who can feel the essence of purity. And again, this has nothing to do with me being a pure individual. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just really touching on what it means to serve. And if you are here to serve, then this is essentially the environment that is built to create an evergreen ecosystem of people who serve. That's what I'm here for. Now, why trying to be liked is a game for losers. Ultimately, it's just the wrong game to play. And sometimes I surely tried to be liked in my past. So if you play a certain game at one point in your life, the point of playing that game is so that you learn. And then you can see people who are caught up in the same lesson being repeated. And what do you do there? You're not better than them. You're not cooler or stronger or more wise than them. They may need your new essence to shock them. So that shows you the responsibility on your hands. You're meant, if you can hear me, you're meant to be someone who cuts others' mask off. You're meant to be someone who sometimes creates earthquakes. That's good. That's very important in this world. So don't shy away. You can't be scared of creating ripples in the water. Lean into that. Be so strong that you're okay with attracting confusion, right? Because that means if you create a trigger in someone else, it's an opportunity. They may have the capacity to see that trigger and shine light on it. And you can never predict when or how. So you have to be strong enough to be someone who ruffles feathers in a kind and compassionate and genuine way. But if you're trying to fit in, you're not doing any of that. You're doubting yourself. And that's not it. Now, what to do if you're insecure but strong enough to see it? This really takes some guts, some ballsiness. Because so often how insecurity jumps is it blames other people, right? Other people are the reason for the insecurity. Now, that's so false. You see, the insecurity is a gift. If you notice something pop up, but you're strong enough, aware enough to recognize, oh man, like that's me. Just because someone cut you off and you reacted, that's you. Just because someone did an action which triggered anger in you whilst you're in traffic or driving, that's you. Even though external things will happen, there's no problem if you understand that your triggers are opportunities to let go and release energy that has been trapped within you. And then when you create a life where you're releasing then you have space and you're free. And that's how you flow. That's how you share and serve. That's how you change this world, one individual at a time. That's the only way. So recap, how being honest and raw will warm others' hearts and create meaningful impact. If you're not hiding, then you're going to be real. And when you're real, you may trigger people who are stagnating. Because when you're in movement, and you come across something that isn't in movement, they wonder. They aren't sure what's happening. But it's not that you're better. It's just that you're living your life in alignment, and maybe they can learn through that. So you're patient, you're compassionate. Now, why trying to be liked is a game for losers? Fitting in, conforming, shallow endeavors, chasing achievement and accolades. This is a game of shallowness. And there's a real way to create meaning, and that is disconnected from ambition and desire. Meaning in itself is the drive. Meaning is the thing that keeps your heart going. This is a new way of living your life, where you're a man of action, where you address the triggers and you do the work so that there's no self-pity, no blame, no arrogance, no anger. But you feel what it is in the moment. And when you feel what it is, you don't need the words to label it. But your consciousness expands, the depths go deeper and deeper. If you are to have the blossoms of heaven, you have to touch the depths, the obsidian of hell. And that takes someone strong. Now, what to do if you're insecure but strong enough to see it? Courage. If you are no longer blaming others, if you are accountable for the energy that is born within yourself, then you have a gift on your hands. And in the present moment, that's when you can hold that gift. And it won't always feel like a gift. Sometimes it's going to feel like a sword or a saber. But that in itself is bringing you to the obsidian. And it is so important to be able to touch the obsidian. So honestly, I know sometimes we want to be liked, but that's not what this is about. I appreciate you so much. I love you. New episodes are out Monday, Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to learn more, just click the link in the description below, and you'll get all the details on how I can potentially help you be free from anxiety, stress, and tension, so you can stop feeling empty inside.